I think I'm in shock. I don't know when it'll hit me that I've qualified for 2 classes.
The Side-Saddle, and we also qualified for the Racehorse to Riding Horse class here today. I always dreamed of bringing a racehorse to Dublin, and to have ridden him out at work and then to bring him here today and to qualify is just a dream, a total dream come true. His racing name is Dingle Bay, and I call him Floyd at home, and he's 8 years old, so he ran 12 times. He was first in training with Jen and Jessica Harrington's, and then she passed him on to a local trainer that I actually work for part-time, and I used to ride him out, and I always kind of had my eye on him as something I just thought he'd make a lovely riding horse. And he was Michael Flannery is the trainer I work for, and he tried him a few times then after he got him, and to no avail really, like not much good, and he eventually said, "Sadhbh, look, I'm thinking of selling him on." It was then kind of decision time, would I chance it and take him on, so decided to, and I offered Mike a bit of money for him, and he said, "Oh no, look, I just want him to go to a good home," and he said, "You can just have him," so he gave him to me for nothing, and which was also amazing. No one in my family ever had any interest in horses, nothing at all, so I really don't know where the love of it came from, but I used to beg, borrow and steal every pony I get my hands on and bring them to pony club, and I think it really stood to me riding ponies and horses belonging to everyone and anyone, because it just brings on your riding a lot, and I was lucky that people were happy to let me borrow horses to use for pony club. So in first year in secondary school, on a pony club weekend, I wrote a little story and ended up getting the chance to go to race for the weekend, and just fell in love with the place, and I could just see myself there. I wanted to be there, so I had to wait then until I was 16, so that was 3 years, and instead of the junior cert I was running around the roads trying to get fit and doing everything I could to get ready to do the race trial, and went up to race, and happy to have gotten a place on the racing academy and did that course. So I graduated race in 2015. Siobhan Rutledge and I were in the same year, and our rooms were across from each other, and we just became the best friends. We joined at the hip, and ever since 9 years later we still talk every single day, and she's just she's so supportive, and we help each other all the time, and I know what it means to her to win a race. She knows totally what it means to me today to do this. So the Side-Saddle was just something I always kind of aspired to do. Loved watching it in Dublin, and just thought they're so elegant, so beautiful, and the horses are so perfect, and I'm a bit of a perfectionist myself. And I knew a good friend of mine, Janet Harvey. She's a neighbour at home, and she's someone who growing up always was there giving me ponies to ride and helping me out all the time. And so the saddle belongs to Janet. We used to put it up at pony club camps. She used to bring it down and let us have a sit up on it on our horses at camp, like when we were younger, and I just loved it. So the saddle belonged to Janet's mother-in-law. It's over 100 years old. It's a privilege to ride on the saddle for me, especially on my own horse, and him being an ex-racehorse as well just makes it really special to me. And to have Janet there in the ring with me and helping me out it means a lot. I've ridden in Dublin 3 times now. The first time was on a lovely little Connemara pony. I did the Connemara ridden class, and that was for the lady I work with at home with the dogs, Lucy Fabi. And it was only his 3rd show, and we came, I think it was 7th in that class, and like that was a dream come true. That was my first time riding in Dublin, and it was amazing. And then after that, then I rode Cara Canada River, Kirsten McDonough's Connemara pony stallion, and we did the combine training,
and a working hunter as well. So that was the three, and it was amazing experience. Absolutely the best thing ever when I was that age, and I loved every minute of it. My parents have been so supportive of this whole thing, because from letting me leave school for a start in transition year, that's probably not something that many parents would be too keen on, but they knew it just meant so much to me, and they are so supportive, and they always just, as long as I'm happy, they're happy. When I was in race, I was placed with Michael Halford. That was my first ever job in a yard, and it was a brilliant experience. Like, it was a massive yard, and I learned so much. And Conor Hoban was also in the yard at the time, and he's from Westport, and he was great help to me. And then from there on, I finished school and went to America to work for Timothy Burke. He has an eventing yard in West Virginia, and that was another amazing experience to go out there and to just see the work that goes into getting those horses to the top level of eventing. Was amazing. So it's such a good experience for me. And I moved home then, and with the idea that I'd like to finish my pony club tests. You can only be in pony club until you're 25. I was in my 20s at that point, so started working for Kay Nolan there, and with the aim to pass my A test, which I did. I was there for just short of a year, passed the A test, and it was brilliant. Kay was great to me, and brought me all over the country with the horses, and she is such lovely horses for me to ride. I started working for Michael Flannery, where I got Dingle Bay from, and I've been there ever since, but I'm part-time now. But I go up on a Tuesday morning and still keep my foot in the door and ride out there.
I do a lot of riding club with him. I really take it easy on him. He doesn't have a hard life at all. We did the Western region event in Ireland starter series, so that was kind of our first taste of eventing with him, and that was a brilliant series to do. So he's third in that, and he was great. I hack him out at home most days. He goes out for a hack, and he just does a bit of everything. He's brilliant. We've done a lot of showing.
So I brought along a very good friend of mine, Alana O'Malley from Uchterard, and we were in Mullingar yesterday, and she's been doing absolutely everything, and she's a brilliant help to me. I really couldn't have done it without her, because I'm often a one-man band here. But I also had Janet, who owns the Side-Saddle, and Janet's daughter as well, Sarah. So Janet and Sarah Harvey. Well, I'd never, in a million years, he's never going anywhere. He's staying put. But he's everything to me. Yeah, he's so special, and he's just a wonderful horse. He does everything, and he's so quiet, and he's gentle, and I feel so lucky. I couldn't ask for a nicer horse to have. Dublin is, I think, it's everything to people who do this. Everybody wants to go to Dublin. It's the end of the season, and it's such a magical place to ride. The atmosphere, and it's just you just know the amount of effort that everyone's put in to be there. And as a child, I was always in awe of the people riding there, watching them, and just it means everything to me to get to go to Dublin now.